Alright, here on Texas, game number 3. In the top right corner, wearing blue, your Terran player, he's up 2-0. It's MorroW!
And in the bottom left corner, wearing pink, playing Protoss, it's Fen.
1KZ. It's an L because, you know, StarCraft 2, but it's actually supposed to be a 1. I know this because that's his name in the Skype chat.
Oh, okay.
And I've run out of music. Music ended. I didn't have it on autoplay. What am I doing? Good grief.
Gosh, Vehk.
What an idiot. Alright, there, the music's back. Oh, beautiful Brood War music. Makes me so happy. Alright, well, we've seen basically the same build out of MorroW both games, and two drastically different, but at the same time, very aggressive one-base builds out of Fen. So, it could be Fen knows he's up against a professional player and just wants to see if he can't catch him in the early game. Maybe he doesn't feel like his macro is going to be good enough to keep up with MorroW for the long haul. Not a bad strategy when you're going up against somebody who, you know, you think might be a lot better than you are. But I'd like to see Fen go for a bit more of a macro play here and just, you know, see if he can go toe to toe. He likely has played more Starbow than MorroW has, so you never know.
Right, having more late game experience could help him in that sense.
Although I do believe MorroW did play a good amount of Brood War.
Could be wrong. Yeah, he was in TSL too, like I said. So he was. Oh,
okay.
He was sort of rising at the end of the foreign scene.
Okay. Because I know there's some pros who didn't play Brood War, but I was pretty sure that MorroW had played it. I think I watched when he streamed last MNS. He talked about that. So.
Standardest opening in the world from Fen.
Yeah. Although he has, well, no, he would still have 3 workers of gas for the foreseeable future. So we'll see. Might have a better idea. His cyber has finished, and he's supply blocked. That's all right. There's Talon's done. All right, we'll see what he does with this. Once he gets back to 150 gas, and see if he does go for that Dragoon range. That could indicate a more macro style play. But if he doesn't get Dragoon range, that would indicate he's going to be going for something pretty aggressive here.
Look at how good MorroW is at having that one Marine active on the map.
Yeah, very true. Check in once, make sure there's no proxies or anything. Fen actually going for quick Zealot. Something you don't see too often in this matchup is a Zealot come out. Right now, as it does, and picks off that first Marine. Gonna start whacking away at this tech lab. Yeah, he's gonna need to get another SCV over there to repair. So a little bit of annoyance here. First tank will come out though, but there is a Dragoon out too. Wow.
This is
so we do see actually plenty of quick aggression. Dragoon range just now starting. Not really what you'd call an aggressive build, but just due to the lack of early Marines, because of MorroW's quick expansion there, or not expansion, quick factory, able to, you know, be a nuisance. Now he's got a bit of a contain here that should hold until siege tech is done. So take a little bit of time before siege tech finishes. Dragoon's gonna come up here, let's see what he can do. Try to get some damage off in that tank. Oh, loses the Dragoon though. That's an unfortunate loss. You really can't afford to do that. I mean, 1 Marine for 1 Dragoon. Not a good trade. Jinx.
So that mean I have to be silent for the rest of the cast. Sorry.
Does that mean we're both really good casters or we're both really bad casters? What do you?
We're both really bad. Let's go.
All right. Both players are going to have their expansions done about the same time, though. And this Zealous is going to sit here and die. Unfortunate. Has to be careful. Don't want to take any extra damage on those Dragoons. Or the tanks. Tanks do retreat back to the high ground where they can feel relatively safe.
Now he has siege mode, he should be able to establish that expansion, no problem.
Yep. Those Dragoons are in range of that tank, but don't quite have vision, and the barracks gets vision. Don't. Oh, they're still in range. Oh, he loses them both. Oh man, Fen really just being a little bit too sloppy with his units right now.
These are very slight advantages MorroW is taking, but they do really tend to start to add up.
Yep. MorroW once again going ahead and getting mines first. So, well, he's also getting that engineering base. So once again, the same build. MorroW knows what he wants to do. Can't fault him there. It's worked for him the first 2 games too. Why change what isn't broken?
Mm-hmm.
So, and he has managed to be 5 workers ahead during this too. So, macro just a little bit better. You know, MorroW is consistently building those SCVs, whereas, for example, just like right now, Fen is not building probes. Pulling the old Vehk build. The don't build probes the whole game because you're bad. Not calling Fen bad though. I'm sure he's much better than me.
And Reaver tech on the way. This seems a little odd
Little
at this point.
delayed Reaver, and MorroW scans it.
So
The
he's
game
going to be
sense is
prepared for
strong.
it.
Yeah. I'd like to see Fen cancel that Reaver tech and, well, he didn't. And just go for a quick third, honestly. Just see if he can't keep up that way. So he is pretty even on workers right now, though. First few vultures are on their way, but Fen's got a good Dragoon wall up here. Okay, sending out a probe. That will be intercepted by this vulture, though. Nope, never mind. Yes. Yes. So it might have just been a scout probe to see MorroW was getting a third or something along those lines. Oh, this mine could get a nice hit here. Yep. Quite a bit of damage to those 3 Dragoons. And takes out the next 2. Oh, Dragoons.
Oh,
Your
no.
observer is very far behind you because it doesn't have speed yet. I've definitely done that before. Push out with Dragoons and the observer doesn't have speed and it falls behind. And
All of 2 times I've played PvT that happened to me. So.
Fen gonna actually try to just contain here and prevent MorroW from getting his third up too easily. I like
and
that.
vultures get into the mineral line.
Yep. MorroW has killed 7 workers at this point. And Fen is starting to fall behind the macro. He does only have 29 workers to MorroW's 40. I do like this though. This is something that, you know, anything you can do to delay the Terran getting his expansions up is a smart way to play. So, let's start picking away those vultures. MorroW has placed spider mines at a couple of the natural thirds of the Protoss player. It's going to continue to kind of just poke around and see what's going on. So, Fen building on a bunch of gateways right now. Looks like he wants to be aggressive. I don't know if he's going to try to bulldog his way in. Does he have any prisms on the map yet? Doesn't have any.
I don't think so.
No prisms. It's getting a Reaver.
This build just seems pretty unfocused to me. Maybe it's lack of experience or something, but it doesn't seem like he has a clear, idea what he's trying to accomplish with this.
Yeah, I'd agree. Because it doesn't look like he's interested in taking a third base anytime soon. But he's not necessarily going to have the kind of tech you need to break a Terran mech player. He's got to be careful. He's going to start losing these Dragoons. Oh no, he's going to lose all of the Dragoons that were trying to camp between the natural and the third. And that's really bad. That is, you just can't afford to lose that much of your army at this point in the game. MorroW's got to feel like he might just be able to push across the map and win now after taking out 7 free Dragoons.
He has a 20 supply lead, a third base on the way, while Fen hasn't started his and is just starting to get tech up to try to deal with this army. MorroW's +1 attack is going to be finished, so he's going to have a pretty large timing where he has an upgrade advantage.
Yep.
I believe. Yep.
And we now do have Prism Speed on the way, along with Templar. Storm is not on the way. I don't know if he's trying to go for some sort of drop play. I'm really, as you said before, I'm really not sure exactly where this build is supposed to be going. I'm trying to analyze it, but it seems a bit scatterbrained right now, and that could just be Fen, feeling the pressure,
He is playing a MorroW who, has a lot of Brood War experience and is obviously a pro gamer, so...
Yeah, could just be a bit on the nerves, so...
Yeah.
Or unless he's gonna start going for Archons. I know that I've forgotten Storm before, though. He wouldn't be the first player to forget key upgrade like that. Fen looks like he is gonna want to try to expand down here to this pocket expansion. Hasn't started yet. Oh, more. We actually had a Vulture drop in the main, and gets out there with 3 of the Vultures, and they're gonna drop down and try to snipe off this Templar. Very nice, turning that into an Archon right away. Quick response out of Fen. But he's gonna lose the Archon anyway, actually.
Wow.
The thing about Archons...
he loses 2 Templar to those Vultures. 3, almost. Yep, 5 Templar total.
Wow.
Actually, 7 total Templar from that whole thing.
Wow.
Because of the Archon morphs.
That is really unfortunate. Archons, being all shields, do take full damage from all attacks, so those Vultures were doing 20 damage a shot to them. So, if you were confused as to how Vultures could possibly do that much damage.
That's how.
That's that shield mechanic. So we do have a... oh no. Ooh. Prism will get by. Looks like he's gonna try to be dropping the natural. Immediately mines and turrets do go down. MorroW knows exactly what is coming in here right now. Prism does, or the Reaver does get some shots off. He's managed to do a bit of damage here. Wish I could see the kills on this Reaver right now. he's too busy building things. And in response to this, MorroW's just gonna go ahead and counterattack. He's gonna shut down Fen's third. In the meantime, his third is gonna be very safe.
Yeah, I think that's the right move. He's got a huge army advantage. He might as well use it by pushing 2 locations at once and also holding his third.
Yeah, Fen actually goes ahead and cancels his third. MorroW sieges up. And if MorroW can get siege tanks up here, it's going to be extremely difficult for Fen. Fen's just going to go for the base race. Does manage to break the third.
It's not bad.
Yeah, and might be able to just trade thirds here. It's not able to get all the SCVs though, so he's still going to be down in SCVs, but I think he's actually, he'll be able to take down this command center.
I think the issue here is it's going to be very hard for him, even if he manages to take out the natural, it's going to be very hard for him to push up the high ground. Almost impossible, I would say.
Yeah, and he's going to have to try to come home and defend, and there's no way his army's going to get back here in time. With the reinforcements, it's possible. He does have quite a few zealots here. Siege tanks are going to siege up on the low ground, start knocking away, but siege tank volley goes off. Dragoons are getting up on top, but there's too much Terran here. Yeah, too many tanks wind up surviving. The high ground, Fen might be able to hold on for a little while here. The reinforcements are not on their way. But, yeah, just too much Terran.
And he has almost double the supply now. Fen didn't bring back his whole army, which I think was just a misclick.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, and reinforcement with Vultures, very smart. Vultures can get to the front line very quickly, much more quickly than tanks can. And even that many Vultures. This would be too much Terran here. I love the D-Matrix. MorroW's doing a great job using D-Matrix of this series. So, definitely very good strategic decision on MorroW's part to just go for the trade there. He might have lost his third, but he managed to cancel Fen's third and take out the natural and most of Fen's army. Fen one last effort to try to break this.
Well, that's the issue with this map. I mean, there are certain angles you have to attack through sometimes that are just really, really hard for Protoss, and that's GG.
That is GG. MorroW takes game number 3 and the series 3-0.
Really well played.
Yeah, really well played from MorroW. Looks like he's been practicing. Alright, we'll be moving on to our second series, the Red Bandit versus Hephaestus.